One of the most delicate things in our life is our relationship. It's really important how we deal with it and how we look at it. To me, relationship is something that we must put our utmost attention to it. And one of the biggest problems that we have when it comes to relationship is recognition. Let me give you an example. We never start a conversation by saying that I can't believe I didn't get into a car accident today. Or I just had the best day because we didn't get divorced, or I didn't get fired from my job, or I didn't get sick today. And this is part of our nature. We discount the good in our life and only recognize the negativity. Or at least the biggest part is our recognition of our negative things that happen to us. This may be natural in some cases, but when it comes to relationship, it can be quite destructive. If our life, here's my perspective of it. If our life is a box, we need to imagine ourselves outside of that box and look at our life from a different perspective. Look at our relationship from a different angle. This is really important to not be one-sided when it comes to relationship. If you look for bad in life and relationship, you will find it. And if you look for good, you will have it. Now, did you see how I use find and then I use have? Because in life, negativity is not within you. You have to find it. But positivity is embedded in you. When a child is born, they have no idea, no concept of good and bad. Unfortunately, because of our surrounding, we learn bad things. We learn that, oh, there is something good, there is something bad. When a child is born, everything that they have is good. And here's what it is with us. We tend to look for bad. We need to put that aside. We forget that we are the master of our life and we create our life the way that we want it. I have the power to imagine whatever I like in this life and I can make it happen. This is what I need to learn. There is a story that I really like, and it's by Valeria Cox. And the story goes like this. A woman was waiting at an airport one night. She hunted for a book in the airport shop, bought a bag of cookie, and found a place to sit. As she was reading her book, she happened to see that a man sitting beside her, as bold as he could be. He grabbed a cookie or two from the bag in between, which she tried to ignore to avoid a scene. So she munched the cookie and watched the clock as the gusty cookie thief diminished her stock. She was getting more irritated as the minutes ticked by, thinking if I wasn't so nice, I would blacken his eyes. With each cookie she took, he took one too. When only one was left, she wondered what he will do. With a smile on his face and a nervous laugh, he took the last cookie and broke it in half. He offered her half. As he ate the other, she snatched it from him and thought, what a rude man. Oh brother, this guy has some nerve, and he's also rude. Why he didn't show gratitude? She had never known when she had been so galled, and sighed with relief when her flight was called. She gathered her belongings and headed to the gate, refusing to look back at the thieving ignorant. She boarded the plane and sank into her seat. Then she sought her book, which was almost complete. As she reached in her bag, she grasped with surprise. There was her bag of cookies in front of her eyes. If mine are here, she moaned in despair, the others were his. And he tried to share. too late to apologize, she realized with grief that she was the rude one, the ignorant, the thief. How often have you been absolutely convinced of something only to find out later that you were mistaken? Perhaps you were certain that you put your keys into the dining table, but you forgot them, and you later on had an argument, and then you found it in your pants pocket. Or you were convinced that you failed an exam because something happened, but you ended up getting a B. This is life. Most of us have the tendency to err on the side of pessimism, justifying by claiming it's more realistic and saying that we don't want to get our hopes up and be disappointed. And that's the problem. We need to change our vision. Unfortunately, we don't really do ourselves any favor by doing all the things ourselves. If we are stuck at this position that we have, and guess what? You and I, we both suck at predicting the future. So do yourself a favor and stop predicting things that will happen or things that might happen. Besides, when it comes to future, we tend to be pretty crappy about predicting it. And we predict things that we shouldn't predict. We only predict negativity. I mean, yes, sometimes we sit down and we say, oh, in future I want to be a millionaire. But usually that's not the case. Now, former NASA astronaut John Glenn said he was the first American who orbited the Earth. And he once said, and I paraphrase what he said, whenever I want to ask something or whenever I want to have something, I say, why not? Why not? As simple as that. Why not opens our mind to the possibility that we are capable of something truly awesome. Could you be the next international YouTube sensation? Why not? Could you be the next astronaut? Why not? Could you have the best relationship in life? Why not? Could you have your dream job? Why not? And this is the key to success. Why not? Anything is possible. Stop blaming one or the other. Stop putting these negativities to each other. And certainly don't jump to conclusion when it's about other people or what you believe or what you think. This is what separates us. We start thinking about things that could have, should have, or would have happened. We need to grab ourselves from that box that we have. And remember the box that it's about life. We need to grab ourselves out of this box and imagine and look at our life from a different perspective. And then, and maybe then, we realize that, oh geez, we're wrong. And we need to reanalyze our life. And as always, it's never too late to try to be your best, as you have been doing.